Hi guys, how you doing? We're back in the house. I haven't been here for a couple of weeks. I hope you're all well. Just want to say, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, press that notification icon, and you never miss another one of these notifications or these videos. Addis, hi mate. Hope everyone's good and enjoying their Tuesday evening. Hi Edward, how are you? Hello Carl, can you hear me okay guys? Is the audio good? Hi Mike, how are you? Good to have you here Mike. Graham Green, good evening as well mate. Cheers Mike. Hi Seb, how are you? Hi Anthony, hi Dean, hi Danny boy. Hi guys. Oh, 62 of you in here already, we haven't even been going a minute. Audio spot on, thank you guys, brilliant. Hi Silver Wrath, hi Drew, hi Louis, Big Tom Vaping Crew, oh yeah, alright Big Tom, how you doing? Look guys, we're on the old vape. Shout out to son Alfie, and I've got to give a big shout out to the big dog, Gavin Johnson, and his missus, and the twins as well. Hi Paul, hi mate, Mike, hi Kenny. Hope everyone's good. Got a couple of things to say tonight. I'm thinking, how about this for an idea? Hit the thumbs up if you think this is a good idea. But I'm thinking about creating our own Facebook group. It'd be invite only. Obviously all you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. So we can answer each other's questions, you know, help each other out. Like a big community. I don't know if what you felt about that, if that's something you'd like to be involved in. You know, it'd be our own little group. We'd be able to discuss and help each other with everything to do with carp fishing. All right, John, Danny boy, hi Luke, Big Tom, Hard Target, hi mate. Big shout out to you guys. I'm good, Graham. Hope you're well you're good as well. Good to see you in here, Graham. Evening Obsessive Carp. Hope you're well. Good to see you here as well. Wipe your lens. I think that's a. I think that's just because of the sunlight. Look, have a look out there, guys. Look at that. Beautiful evening. Lovely evening. No fish. Look at him. Look. What's this? Who's this? Say hello. Look. There he is. Look. Who's that? Here you go guys, especially just for you, the old carp dog. Go ahead Anthony. Oh, I'm in direct comp with the Fox live feed. Well, there you go. The Keen 8, yeah, back on Willie. Well, I wonder how many they've got in their live feed then on the Fox side. I might have to have a look in a minute. Well, big up to Mark and Lewis and all the guys over there. Angling addicts, no, I won't be going carp in the park this weekend, unfortunately. Oh, I thought you had myself, a couple of 30s. They give you a good shout out. Ah, well, what can I say? I've got to give them a good shout out as well, haven't I? Oh, Pictures, top guy he is, Pictures. And all the Fox crew, they're all good guys. No, I've had no problems with the black chickens at all. They've been alright. By the way, a little update on the t-shirts. Black chicken t-shirts should be done next week. How many leads would you take to France? Oh, Robbie, depends on the lake I'd be fishing, how many runs I'm going to get, but I'll take as many as I could get away with carrying, just in case, you never know. What tea do I drink, John? I drink Yorkshire tea, of course. Can't beat a bit of Yorkshire tea. Ask Mark Pictures. He's sponsored by them. Evening Ash. 166 watching. Oh, got you both on multitasking. Oh, blimey, it's going so quick I can't read everything. Yorkshire all day long. Agreed, Max. Excellent, John. Yeah. 12 reps out, 26 foot of water. What would you clip your spom at? That's a difficult one. A very difficult one. What I would want to do is, if I'm out in 26 foot of water, I'd want to spread it all over the place, because it's going to get spread. By the time it gets down to 26 foot, it's going to go everywhere anyway. I'd want to put a big bed out all over the place. How do you go about rigs and that when the water's like pea soup? I just go, Paul, with what I feel would work normally. Hi Jack. Hi Anthony. Any black chickens? Have you been on the surface today? Personally, I haven't been on the surface, but it's not that type of water. A spod reel, or I think Dow and Shimano do some really good ones around about the 50-60 quid mark, which I think are good. They're worth looking at. Or the Sonic ones, they're quite reasonable as well. You just want it to be a workhorse, really. Don't have to spend loads of money on a spod reel. Oh, I crafted carp bar. Oh, £20. What am I doing wrong? I use good bait and make my own rigs. Michael Swinger, are you fishing a lake with lots of fish over £20 in? That might be a problem. But you just got to keep on keeping on, believe in yourself, and you will catch one bigger than £20. Got yourself a fish spy coming Thursday. Oh, be interesting to have a look at one of those. Hemp oil vape, yeah, very carp, you know, it's menthol. Alright, Darren, they're getting baked in the sun. Yeah, Matthew Randall's give you a good tip there. Dow Black Widow 5000 LDA are great for spod reels. There you go. Mr. Murr, thank you. Love the vids. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate all you guys coming in here, watching my vids. I love doing them. You know, it's part of the community. It's all about you guys. Oh, on the way down to Cassine. I don't know. I've never been to Cassine. Love to go to Cassine. Sebastian Prass, hi mate. Matty Ruston says Shimano spod reels are good too. Edward Kinsella asks any tips on Farlows or weedy waters. Just look for them spots. Speak to the bailiffs down there. They will put you on the money every time. If you're fishing a weedy water, which is not a day ticket where you can't ask the bailiffs, then I would ping around with a bare lead until you find a clear spot. Clip it up and use that. Evening, Steve. Welsh carping with the water in Reading's one I'm on at the moment, Welling Country Park. Carl asks, when I prep my hemp, is it always in a cool box or can you use a bucket? Well, I always use a cool box because it keeps the heat in. You put boiling water in there, close it as quick as possible, and over a 24-hour period that will cook itself. So it has to be a cool box. Where's the carp dog? He's here, look. There he is, flat out as usual. Yep, Keen Angler says keep walking around at Farlows, they will show themselves. They do, they show themselves a lot down there. Must get down this winter for a session. There you go, look, Leon Visor used your fluorocarbon wafter rig and caught 3 commons, River Avon, £20, £17, £10. Your rigs do help. Thank you very much. That's what it means, the world. You guys are getting helped by the stuff I do. Gives me a buzz. It's all part of the community, isn't it? Hi Adrian Cooper, I'm great, thank you mate. Gavin Cross, good question here from Gavin Cross. He's on a lake where the carp spook off spodding. How would you get a bed of bait out? I would probably either put beds of bait out closer in without the spod, or I'd use boilies. Yep, there's one. Look, get yourself over to YouTube channel, The Obsessive Carper. He's got loads of blogs about Farlows on there. Will really help you out. Get over there, subscribe to his channel as well. Best size hook for a zig, I like to use a size 10 or an 8 if I haven't got any 10s with me. No problem, Carl. MJ Murr asks, have I fished the A1 pits at Knots? No, I've driven past them many times, but I've never fished them. Chris Burton, another really good question here. Do you think it's better to have more casts and be sure you're bang on, or less casts for minimal disturbance? I would rather be bang on than cause for an hour and cause low disturbance, because then I'm fishing 100%. What's the best way to find the depth of the lake without a deeper? Big Tom Vaping Crew. Good question. Right, you can either use a marker float and chuck that around till you find the depth, or you can over time use just a lead and just count the amount of times, and you'll get used to it. So many times you'll be roughly within a foot of what it is where you've got used to it. All right, Spud. Yep, I know, mate. Good to see you as well. Good. Be nice to meet you down here. Any tips for swan on the Bluebell complex? I haven't fished it, but if you go to a guy called Lee Birch's Facebook page, he'll be able to help you. He's fishing it at the moment, I believe. Best time to use singles? All the time. I love using singles, but normally before they spawn. After they spawn, like now, I like to put a bit of bait out. Max, do I have trouble with the tension poles or on your super brolly for the peak? It seems to pop out the Velcro faster than mine. No, I think they're all, that's just the way they're designed. I think unfortunately they will pop out. Paul Stevenson asked what size of hooks I'm on. I'm on size 4s. I love big hooks. No problem, Gav. No problem, Excessive Carper. I'm always here to support other YouTubers who have the bottle to go out there and actually put videos up about their fishing. Joe Berry, what's your best advice on fishing a lake with a lot of crayfish? I would either mesh up your hook baits with the plastic shrink tube, or use plastic baits and fish stiff hook links. So if you fish braid or coated braid, they wrap them up. Don't use any putty of any type, because they eat that as well, and no tungsten tubing, they eat that as well. Looking for a good spod braid. I like Whiplash. I think it's Dower Whiplash. Hi Leon, hope you and Hound are well. What are your thoughts on the deeper fish finder? Do you think they're any good? Funny enough, Steve, I've been using one for about 6 months, and I don't use it to find fish. I use it to find spots and look at areas, and I've actually done a video on it, a little review on it today, so that should be up in the next couple of weeks. Hi Wayne, big shout out to you, mate. Hope you're well. Good to see you here as well. Evening, Christopher Tribe. Awesome. No, I haven't caught anything yet. Yep, Day Ticket Angler, Adi Blanford. He's got another very good, some very good vlogs on Farlows as well. Get yourself over to his channel. Of course, go to my channel first. Max Stober, all about the Whiplash. Morgan Evers, an old gnarly 20 or a fat pale one at 30 odd pound. Or old gnarly 20, definitely, 100% Morgan. Good to see you in here as well, Morgan. Loads of people I recognise in here from my videos and people I do a bit of work with. Berkeley Whiplash. Oh, it's Berkeley Whiplash. Cheers, not Dow Whiplash. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Brad, for putting me right. Yeah, look, this is what makes doing all these videos really worthwhile. Jess Flitter puts, thanks for all the info. Caught biggest fish in the lake, thanks. You know, you don't get much better than that, does it? You know, it gives me a buzz to hear things like that. Size 4s. Nice to see the Carp Dog. Yeah, and to you, Paul. No problem, Steve. Southeast Fiberglass Limited. Love the vlogs. Roll on the next one. I love doing them, and I really appreciate you guys telling me you like them. Well, we've got 107 people in here now. If you're liking these, press that like button. Bang that like button, guys. We've got 57 likes. Let's see how many. All 58. Let's see how many we can get up. Kai's Mayor asks best advice on how to make sure when you cast out your rig it isn't tangled up. Use a stiffer rig and use a little bit of PVA foam around the hook. That stops tangles. And also another thing you can do is use a little PVA bag of crushed boilies or whole boilies, and that will stop you tangling as well. Joey Berry, I'll tell you a little tip, Joey, about the Deeper. I was getting signal loss all the time. And I spoke to the guys at Deeper. They sent me one to test out and use. And what it was is turn off your data roaming, your mobile data roaming. Because what happens is you're connecting the Wi-Fi to your phone, and then the phone's trying to get a connection to the internet. So turn that off, and I haven't had a problem since. Try that first of all anyway. T-shirts, Crafty Carper, they should be, the design is finished. I've just got to find someone to put them up and print them up and all that at the moment. So within the next week or so, latest. Cheers, Gary. Any tips on how to catch the big common, mate? I don't think, just fish, mate. Just fish, and I'm sure it'll come along. Craig Steele asks, ever done any naked chod fishing over weed? I have actually, and I do like the naked chod, but I tend not to use chods anymore because they've been done to death, and the fish wise up to something that's been done to death. But the cycle will come round again, and in the next couple of years, when people have forgotten about chods, that'll be the time to use them in your hammer places. Wiltshire Angler, evening to you as well. Good luck to you as well, mate. Yep, SSP baits soaked in salmon oil is a winner. Cheers, Morgan Evans. I use salmon oil quite a lot. Aaron Paul, would you at this time of year go with a particle approach instead of boiling? I would use both. I like using both at this time of year. Ben Faulkner, oi sausage, how you doing, buddy? I'm good. Good to see you in here as well, Ben. Wayne Pettigrew, do you know much about Wellingborough Lakes? I'm thinking about getting a winter ticket. I fished it once for a quick overnighter. I was very lucky to catch one, but I don't really know a lot about it. There's loads of old fish in there, I think. It only takes 1 second, the obsessive carper. Well, I've got black chicken t-shirts, and I'm thinking about doing it only takes 1 bite as well. Cheers, Crafty Carper. If you use it, Daniel Davis asks, do you know if you use a Deeper with a boat, you get false readings from it? Well, there's a little attachment you can put on your boat, apparently, which you can use a Deeper, and there's a boat setting. So I don't know, I haven't tried it. But the good thing about the Deeper I've found also is on the app, it gives you loads of information how to do things. Loads of, you know, good, there's a manual on there. Hi Gary, good to see you as well, mate. Look, we've got 111 people in here, 94 likes. But I don't think we've got as many as Fox, which has got about 160, I think. So, you know, we'll get there eventually. I'm sure we will. MJ Murr, what do you think about bait boats? I think if you can use them, it's up to the individual. If you can use them and they're as a tool, I wouldn't put my rigs out of them. I've used them in the past for baiting up, putting lots of bait out so you can get off quickly when you're baiting up or when you're fishing. Full moon Saturday for big commons. Yeah, I do like a full moon for big commons. I mean, maybe that's one video I should do about full moons and new moons and the effect it has on the weather and that. Cheers, Carl. Thanks for stopping in. Steve Ball, I remember you, Steve. I remember you from our Calder days. Good to see you, mate. Where am I fishing? I'm down in Reading, Ocker. Okay. Gary Kane asks, adjustable zig or off the lead? Always adjustable zig. Carpdog Tim. Oh, here he is. Who's this? Who's this? Look, who's that? Here he is. Look, he's doing what he does best. Just sleeping there doing nothing. Jason Sooty Allen asks, what was the spod mix you used in Vlog 2? It looks good. That is from a company called Carp Particles UK. I picked up some of their stuff for one of the shows and had it in the back of the van and used it. It's really good. It's got snails in it and everything. It's a nice little particle mix actually. Black chickens are good in hot curry, yeah. Moon phase video. What do you think of the marker leads? What do you think of the marker leads? I don't actually use a marker myself. I just use a bare lead and feel it down. Or of course I use a Deeper every now and again. Don't use it that often, but I do use it. No, haven't had anything at all, Matthew. I'm Ben. I'm on Welling Country Park. What's your favourite leaders if lead core is not allowed? Well, if leaders aren't allowed, lead core's not allowed, I like to use tungsten tubing. The best one I've found is Calder's one, believe it or not. They do a very good tungsten tubing, or I use something like a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. I like fluorocarbon. Not like him sleeping, he's always bloody sleeping. Kenny Clark asked, do you still do them special pop-ups you were selling a couple of years ago? I don't, but I may be bringing them out again in the next year in conjunction with SSP baits. Because they were pretty good, they were, weren't they? But the SSP washed out pink and washed out whites, they're exactly the same mix, just a different flavouring. Best quality landing net, any ideas? Had a few break on me in the past. Roy, good to see you in here as well, Roy. I must admit, I like the Horizon XT landing net from Fox. That's what I use. You know, with the extension pole, it's always been good. But I am working on a Loo landing net for Summit Tackle. So that's going to be out in the next 6 months or so. So that'd be one to look out for. Because it, you know, proper engineering, UK engineering company. So it's going to be as good as it gets. Is it okay to post my page up in here? Yeah, I suppose you could do. But what we're going to do, Crafty Carper, is we're going to, it looks like I'm going to set up a Facebook group just for us guys, by invite only, but I'll give you more details when I've had a think about it. Steve Manning, Tracker IQ2, Roy. Are you prefer making your own spot mix or buying ready-made? I do both, Adrian. I like to make my own, but I know what's going in it then. But I do for convenience. I do, you know, I do use bought spot mix. Do I change my rig after every catch, David? Sometimes I do. It depends on what rig I'm using. Maybe if I'm using a multi-rig, I'll just change the hook, or if the hook's sharp, I'll cast it back out again. What's the point of changing it if it's still sharp? What's for supper, Tim? I've already had pasta and 4-cheese sauce. Because this is about the time I would have been having me dinner, but I chose to speak to you guys instead. Can we swap, please, Ben Faulkner? Insane Primate do awesome printed t-shirts. Colin, I'll have to have a look at that actually, mate. What distance do I get? Now, I personally don't fish past about 80 yards, but I've used the deeper up to about 70-80 yards and found it all right. I have heard that anything like over 100 yards and people are having problems with the signal. I think I will do, Graham. I think I'm going to do a Facebook group where it's closed group and it's just like-minded guys like all of us helping and answering each other's questions. You know, be good. Craig Steele asks, good question here. Any thoughts on the best hook pattern when using the multi-rig? Any thoughts on the crank pattern hooks? I've never used the crank pattern hooks. I've never felt the need to. I just don't like the way they are. The multi-rig has got to be, it's got to be like a chod rig type with the outturned eye. Lots of companies do them good. I use a company called Pinpoint hooks, which are hand sharpened. I can't even get them that sharp. They're really good. German company, German engineering again. I catch, best place you have fished in France to wet a landing net. That's a difficult one. Abbey Lakes is pretty good. Del the Angler, within the next couple of weeks, Del, someone who is new to carp fishing, the best advice I would give to someone who's new to carp fishing, go to your tackle shop, ask the guys in there, because you have carp anglers working in there, will be able to give you good advice on what to do, and it'd be local to the lakes that you're fishing. Also, look at as many videos as you can about different subjects. Just do a search on like watercraft or, you know, spomming or whatever. There's loads of information on these on YouTube now. Yeah, I've seen that, Ben. Okay, Crafty Carper, thanks for popping in. Chod Twisters, yeah, they're good. They're a good spot. I did spot it, but I didn't want to say anything, Brett. I want to go back and have a look in a minute. Andrew Fisher, Pucker Vids Leon. My wife loves the Carpdog. Yeah, we all love the Carpdog, don't we? I think they're setting up his own YouTube channel, bless him. So what was I going to... I'm off to Blue Water Lake in France, sitting obsessive carper on Saturday hippo hunting. I expect to see a blog video from you anyway. Oh, the wallpaper behind was you, Ben? Oh, right, okay. If you look at Aaron Paul, are you doing a vlog at Welly? I've been doing one the last couple of days, and also if you go to my YouTube channel, Carp Fishing in Summer, the first vlog is from Welly. Don't know, Kenny. Probably she can have whatever size t-shirt she wants. Max Stobart, gotta love Carp. Oh, you gotta love the Carpdog. Hi, Kevin Alford. Good to see you here, mate. Who's my carping hero and why? Oh, probably someone you've never heard of who got me into carp fishing. A guy called Danny Regan many years ago. Got me into it properly. Took me under his wing and showed me the way. Some of you really old carpers know who he is. She thinks I'm catfishing, does she? I don't care what fishing it is. Mighty Joe's PS4 Gaming. Is Carpdog with you? And love the videos, Buzzing Managed Coach. Look, here he is, look. Who's that? Say hello, look. No, he's not playing game there, look. He just wants to be left alone, doesn't he? Bless him. You're telling Mrs. B. She's probably watching. I'll probably get an earful when I go home. Sam Davis says, had a few takes on the Johnny Mac rig, but it seems they have picked up the baits and not been hooked. When I've reeled in, the rigs have been pulled tight with the pop-up still attached. So the pop-up's pulled right the way down to the eye of the hook. Well, you've definitely been picked up by something. Anyway, you haven't got any crayfish in that lake, have you, Sam? How do I afford this top membership? I save up, Jess. I save up for years. Why Angler TV? Any carp session on river venues planned? Love to do some river fishing. I wouldn't know where to start. Big shout out to the Rye Angler. Alright, Vince. Does the shine on my bont spook the carp? Yeah, it does. I call it wash and go, you know. I've been shaving my head for years because I just can't be doing without. It takes up too much time. Cheers, Vince. If you could target one fish in the country, what would it be? My next fish. CW carp fishing. Look, here's a good question. What do you think about people dropping rigs on spots by drones? That's just bollocks. Sorry to say it, but that's just bang out of order. You know, there's technology and there's just taking the piss, and that's taking the piss. Dropping a drone rig out with a drone. That's just stupidity. That's not carp fishing. You know, not fishing at all. You might as well go and get a gun and shoot something like a lion or something. That's in the same league as that. That's what I think. Can't be doing all that dropping bloody things out of drones, rigs with bait on and that. It's ridiculous. If everyone done that, there wouldn't be a carp fishing anymore. Well, guys, I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed this channel, guys, and you want to get notifications when I go live and all my vlogs, hit that subscription key and hit the bell icon and you won't miss a thing. Hit them with a frying stick, Brad. Wayne, I'm not going to carping in the park, unfortunately. Do I do any other kind of fishing? I've done a bit of sea fishing in the past. I used to be a match fisherman. Before I was a carp fisherman, I used to do a lot of match fishing, nationals and things like that, and matches, and really enjoyed it. Paul Stevenson, now here's a good one for you guys. Any tips on persuading the missus to let me go fishing more often? She said she's a carp widow. See, this is the problem, you see, Paul. When I first got married, not to Mrs. B, but to the original Mrs. B, I never used to go fishing that much. So when I decided to go, I wanted to go a bit more, she weren't having none of it. So Mrs. B, who I love dearly if you're watching, darling, from when I first met her, I just went fishing a couple of times a week, and it's just normal now. Start as you mean to go on. Exactly, Max. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? Chuck some clouds, that'd be vapour. Look, chuck some clouds. go, look. Got to get on it. Got to give a shout out to my big mate Tommy, old Tomo, for sorting me out with the what vaping stuff I should be using. Cheers, Tony. Much appreciate your comment, mate, and you being here. Tim, I fished on the Isle of Wight. I caught some really nice fish out there. I caught some nice big ones out of there on a lake, which you can't. I think you closed it down a few years ago now. Would love a video on a price plan on what tackle to buy and how much we should spend yearly for PPL on budget like. Well, I was thinking of doing like a product of the week video, where I pick a product, no matter what it is. It might be a cheap one, it might be a dear one, but one that I think is value for money. A bit like a review, but it'd be a product, give you a link to where you can go and get it and that type of thing. Big Tom, big vaping clouds, yeah. Did you ever dive in the district lakes in the 80s? I catch, yes, I did fish it a couple of times, but not very successful. Oh, you're talking about Dedaps Lake I catch? Yes, I did. I fished the Dedaps Lakes, lovely lakes, old historic lakes. Here's a good question. Tips for fishing small lakes, e.g. 2 acres or less. I've always found small lakes are probably the most difficult of lakes to fish. Margins is definitely the one, and mess about with your rigs until you can get bites. Reel in 2 foot deep in the margins. Honestly, that's where I've caught a lot of fish on small lakes. Happy vapor, Big Tom, oi oi. You know, didn't you? You know. Sliding net like the old Northwestern. Yeah, that's a good net. Get on the Twisted Juice from Lolly Vale Company. Oh, I have to have a look at that. Yes, that was Combley Lakes, Tim. Yeah. Adrian Cooper, I'm fishing next week for 3 days on a 55-acre gravel pit, which has a low stock of fish, but has a couple of carp up to £50 plus. Any tips or advice? Take me with you. Just find them. Get there early, half an hour before dawn, and just keep watching and looking and watching, and they show you where they are. Ben Allen, of the other vlogs on YouTube, which ones do you watch and what is your favourite? A couple of guys are actually on here. The Obsessive Carper, he does a good vlog. You've got Adi Blanford, he does a really good vlog as well. You've got a guy called Carl G, who's just started vlogging the last good few months, and he does a good vlog as well. Real, you know, I like the real vlogs. I don't like the look at this product and you've got to buy this or you won't catch nothing. It's pointless. It's like, you know, us, we see through it. You know, you may have been able to do that years ago, but not anymore. People want real stuff. Best way of keeping black chickens away? I found a laser pen works. That's the one I catch. Robert, any recommendations for portable power supplies? I did a post on my Facebook page. If you go back about a week, there's a real good, it's about 20 quid I think, and it is the nuts, this little portable power device. Go back there and have a look. You want VT UK tonight, Big Tom? Cheers, Dave Fisher. Flynn, I use a lot of supermarket bakes, big frozen bags of corn, chickpeas, bread and all the rest. Yep, very good advice. There's loads of good stuff in there. Loads of good baits in the supermarket to use. Go and check out the good hemp oil. That's good as well. Right, I've got to come watch my mentally off. Big Tom, shout out. Would I still fish the margins? Lots of crayfish in the lake or middle better? I found my crayfish. I did a video on crayfishing. Go and check that out on my YouTube channel as well. Is they don't tend to like silt. So if there's silt in the margins, I tend to fish out a little bit more, away from the gravel. On a Thursday. Ben Allen, I probably can't. Just spooled with a fluorocarbon coated mainline. Never used it before. Any benefit in using a pure fluoro leader with that, or just naked? Just spooled with a fluorocarbon coated mainline. Never used it before. Any benefit in using a pure fluoro leader with that, or just naked? You can use it just naked. It'll be alright. Carpdog's with me, Tony. Going to do a day session. Yeah. I haven't fished the Cotswolds. I have actually, Bramble Farm, I think. Fished that a couple of times, lovely lake. I do coat my freebies, Aaron. I coat them up with salmon oil or stick mix or hemp oil or liver liquid, and put liver and green lip mussel or stick mix all over them. Never fished it, Dave, unfortunately. Cromwell Lakes. Cheers, advice, Leon. We'll use it and we'll take you and Carpdog fish with me anytime, mate. Cheers. Hi, Craig. Good to see you here. Did ever fish Savay back days? My biggest 25-pound then. I have fished Savay a few times, many years ago on the days, and I managed to get a few night guests as well. So, guys, don't forget, if you're not subscribed to this channel already, hit that subscription button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Then you'll never miss any of these live or any videos at all. Hi Tommy, good to see you in here, mate. Carpdog, he's with me, look, he's there. Look at him, look, he's doing what he does best, sleeping. Lupins, Drew Yardis, I used to do well on lupins in the summer, but you don't see much of them about anymore. Anyone else done well on lupins? I used to use them years ago, but they're sort of forgotten, aren't they? Cheers, Ranks. Thanks for the great comment. I haven't caught anything so far, Stefan. I do blank a lot as well. Plenty of DVDs with you, Keith. Love the furry one. Yeah, we love the furry one, don't we, Ranks? Everyone loves him. Cheers, Sean. Glad you like the videos. Berkeley Whiplash. Yeah, that's a really good spotting line and marker line. Yep, good answer, Matty. Yep, Max. Any advice on baits? Flu, Axari Z. I would try things like sweet corn, plastic corn, things like that. You'll soon catch them. Tiger nuts. Michael Goodyear. Hello, Leon. Have you ever fished Guy's Lake Syndicate, which is in Oxford, on the linear complex? Any tips? No, I haven't. I haven't fished that one, unfortunately. Yep, see you on the next live blog I catch. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you being here, guys. Lewis Players, congratulations on your fish, mate. Here we go, look, let's have a little look out there. That's the view I've got for the evening. Good luck, Max. Good to see you here, guys. Good to see we got 103 people in the room. 116 likes. If you haven't pressed that like button, hit that like button. Cockles over hemp. Cockles are a brilliant, or prawns free line in front of fish. They're another good little trick. Bit of free lining. Lee Grenhill. Hi Leon, how's it going, mate? Yeah, I'm good. Just use the new SSP pop-ups and work a treat. They are good, mate. Very buoyant. Plan of attack on winning today. Just singles with a little splash of bait out there, but nothing's happening, Mike. Ranks. I've never fished the Thames for carp. I've hooked a couple when I used to be a match fisherman, fishing for the dace and roach and that. But yeah. Love the Thames. I've got to do some river fishing really around the country and do some videos on them. It'd be good. Prawns in mesh, excellent. Yeah, that's the one, Graham. Free lined. All right, Jamie. Finally caught a live chat. Yeah, good to see you here, mate. PGH Bottom Feeders. Hiya. Hello, everyone from USA. Good to see you here. I think you're in another group that I belong to as well. I think with the Brian G. You dig, PGH, bottom feeders. Hello from the Netherlands, Dave D, good to see you. Happy Vapor. Now look, here's love, isn't it? My missus loves carp fishing, so I had to buy her a Nash Indulgence SS4. Can't get her out of it now. Nightmare if I want a pick taken. Love it, Happy Vapor. Docklands Max. Oh yeah, some lovely carp in there. Tommy Tucker. I fished a quarry on Monday. Big head of small carp, zigs, solid, PVO bags and bottom baits. All three worked. Brill, how do you use the urban bait pop-ups? I don't use them anymore, but it's just like any pop-up. I would use them exactly the same. Good work, no problem. Ranks. Yeah, it's good. It's good, MJ Mert, to get young guys, young kids. It's the future of our carp fishing. Lewis Plaz, he fishes for small carp on the float, and he says it's very enjoyable when it goes under. Yeah, it's a good way, very active, very sort of pressure's on, and it's very exciting sort of fishing, that is. Best lake for a lake full of silt, Lee Grenhill asks. I would say fish a rotary rig and put the bead up the depth of what you think the silt is. Fish will pop up, foam it up and let it just settle on top of it. Fish chickpeas, I'd say 2 on a hair. I would say with a nice little wide gape hook. Wayne Pettigrew who asked, what's the best way to fish chickpeas? Mark Jones asks, when the carp are preoccupied on the bloodworm in the silt, have you tried using a 4 to 5 in line with short hook link plugged in the silt? No, I haven't, but I've fished longer nylon hook links and just fished them right in the silt and done well years gone by. Biggest carp I've caught? Oh, blimey. Oh, that is the biggest carp I've caught from the other week, 56.3. I've had a 55 and a 53. Right, guys, I'm going to have to wrap it up in a minute. I'm going to have to wrap it up now because the sun's going down soon and I've got to look for some fish. So I might even have a move yet. Definitely silt, Tony Greaves. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon and never miss these videos again. It's been great having you all here. Really appreciate you being here, and hopefully next week I'll be able to do another live video. In the meantime, please look at my videos. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for being here, and I'll see you hopefully next week for another live video. Cheers, guys, good to see you.